big thing will start out looking like a toy. If you look at the list of the top internet companies a decade ago, more than, I think, the majority of them are now effectively defunct. How can this happen? These were companies run by very talented executives who were constantly on the lookout for new threatening technologies. The answer can be found in Clay Christensen's disruptive technology theory, which is something that is widely studied, I think, but not applied enough because it runs so counter to conventional management thought. So the most famous example is when the telephone was invented, the incumbent at the time was Western Union, and they literally called the telephone a toy because voice could only travel a mile. They were primarily concerned with their best customers, who were railroads and large businesses who needed service for much longer distances. And of course, what Western Union didn't recognize was that how quickly telephone technology and infrastructure would develop. The same pattern happened with mainframe computer makers and PCs. The same pattern happened with telecom companies and Skype. I remember an early stage investor in Skype, and people were referring to it as a toy. And of course, our bet was that over time, it was a toy at first. People didn't have mics, and the sound quality was bad, but of course, over time, it got much better, and eventually it has begun to replace a lot of the current telecom infrastructure. So I think the list of the top internet companies in a decade will be very different than the list today. I think Google will hopefully be on that list. But one thing I know is that the new ones that appear on that list will be ones that snuck by because people dismiss them as toys.